outside of Texas, the perception is Texas is a very dangerous place to travel to because the infection rates are so high. So tell me a little bit about your perceptions since the pandemic, surge hit. Has it become, do you think, more attractive for Democrats in that environment?
Well, you're absolutely right about the unique political dynamic that exists here. So every major position of public trust and responsibility at the state level is controlled by a Republican. So our governor, and as you probably know, our lieutenant governor, which some would argue is a stronger political position even than our governor, Dan Patrick on Fox News argued for this state to prematurely open, even before we'd hit the hardest of the first wave. And his case was summarized as follows. There are more important things than living, he told the host on Fox News. So in other words, let's get on with the dying. But as you know, and as your viewers know, and your listeners know, not everyone is dying equally. And in Texas, COVID is decimating Latino communities, African-American communities, and Native American communities. And so you go down to the Rio Grande Valley in Harlingen and Cameron counties and Starr County. So many people have died over such a short period of time that they've run out of room in their morgues and funeral homes, and they are stacking dead bodies of people who live in those communities, US, Texas citizens, in refrigerated FEMA trailers right now. And the county judges of those 90 to 95% Mexican-American communities appealed to Governor Abbott, again, Republican, in a completely Republican-controlled state, and said, look, I understand you don't want to issue a statewide stay-at-home order. That's fine. Allow us, as the chief executives in these counties, to do so to save the lives of the people who are dropping all over right and left. The governor denied their appeal, refused to allow the local control these Republicans often tout when it serves their political interests, but in a matter of life and death, refused to save the lives of our fellow Texans. And Rachel, to your point, that's not lost on everyone here. More than 13,000 people have died, so many preventable if we'd followed the facts and the science and the truth and the best public health advice, and so many predictably died when we failed to do that. And I do think that's going to be very much on the minds of voters going into this election. I mean, this basic question of competence. Can you keep me and my family safe? Why is my business still having to stay closed months after the first lockdown, where you could have expanded testing and contact tracing and done all the things that government is supposed to do so that this pandemic would be past us and I could reopen, I could rehire my employees, I could get back to doing the thing that I was born to do and put on this planet to perform. That's not possible in this state. And it's not possible solely for the failure of leadership at the federal level with Donald Trump and at the state level with the Republicans who are in charge of the state Senate, the state House, the lieutenant governor, the governor, every other major position of public trust.